So, if we want to get to Coral Point for repairs, and that's where we all need to go, right? We all agree on that? I'm not dealing with anything halfway through. Right? Okay. I'm taking that silence as yes, we'll all go for that. Perfect.
Yes, you are
What
correct.
time was it? We didn't. Are there other options?
You picked one. It doesn't particularly matter to me, but just yours is like he made a choice. We're not talking about this anymore.
Glad you asked, and I got annoyed with us for it.
There are a few hindrances to that. So, you notice overnight the sail did sink. Mainsail totally underwater, not salvageable at any point anymore. So we're down a mainsail, and that's going to set us back. We're down about half the crew, so that's going to set us back. The storm's lightening up, but that's still there, so that's going to set us back. Also, just as a final fuck you, those fucking snakes broke the rudder. We can actually fix that, but it's just gonna take some time, so there's that. So, basically, I can get us to port, no problem. But if you need us to go there faster, it seems like you all have a timetable. We're gonna need to figure out some creative things. Second. So, I'm going to start having my men repair the rudder, and yeah, if you all can find a way to help us gain some ground, I'd love that. My men are just going to kind of do their best right now.
We might need some time to regroup as a group, but I can maybe help with the rudder possibly. Do they have to like go underneath the boat to do that? I can teleport. That might help make it move faster.
Actually, that'd be hugely useful. Yes. No, it's just smashed to shit. We need that put back there, and if you can teleport everything back there, that will make things go so much faster.
Absolutely, I'll help them.
And
I can enhance your crew's abilities. Well, a certain number of them.
Well, there's currently 8 of us, so is it that many?
Wait, where is the rudder?
What?
Where is the rudder?
At the back of the ship, generally.
Is it under, like, listen, I don't do boats, okay, man? It's like underneath the water, right?
Ship, much like every other rudder in existence.
Okay, because then I would just, if somebody needs to get down there and the risk of falling is great, I can make sure they just don't fall.
Okay, this is coming together beautifully already. Alright. Now, do any of you know anything about sailing, or managing line, or anything in that regard?
I'm going to be honest with you.
What was that?
I'll be honest with you, Mava. Absolutely not.
No.
Okay.
If this was a land vehicle, maybe.
Is managing line anything like weaving?
Oh, God help us.
I can make a second one of me, but he can still only do so much that I can do.
So the second one will still not be able to help with the line. Okay.
No.
Excellent news. Thank you all.
I can control water for 10 minutes at a time.
Okay, now we are talking.
I can do that 30 minutes out of the day.
Honestly, gonna make this a lot easier still at critical moments. So what we have here is I just have a bunch of obstacles. I'm not gonna put this in a traditional skill challenge because it's kind of just gonna take time anyway. So basically, the journey to Coral Point is going to take about 2.5 days currently. I'll say above board. Raised Dead takes 10 days.
Uh-huh.
the loss of the mainsail, the lack of crew, the storm, the rudder repair, all of that is adding a certain amount of time delayed to it. So every one of these obstacles that you can undo takes that penalty off the board, and every one of these things you can add a little bit extra to. Anything you can add extra to. For instance, you can't get the mainsail back, but you can make the smaller sail more efficient, or put more wind behind it, or whatever will kind of give you guys back a bit of time. Also, you can absolutely just not make it to shore in time to resurrect Sunny. Just gonna say that now. Talked about it with Eric. Absolutely possible.
Okay.
Oh, hey, David, we know it's possible.
He's already got blood in the water, man.
We know we could miserably fail.
Thank goodness. As long as you guys knew.
Yeah, we're confident in that.
So I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say probably each of those days, Byron will burn all of his 3rd level slots and 2 of his 2nd level slots to enhance whatever ability they need for an hour of the
Okay.
crew. Every member of the crew.
Okay. At a time that basically is going to... What task are you helping the crew with those abilities in? Just to kind of give it a little bit of panache.
It'll probably be the rudder. So, and given that they're probably having to go underwater for a while to help with the repairs, assuming one of them can breathe underwater, he'll probably increase their constitution, which allows them to, hold their breath for longer.
Okay. And then...
And gives
I'll
them
do
just
you
more
one better.
endurance.
I'll do you one better, and Zeka will just cast water breathing on everyone.
Okay.
Alright, then he'll increase their strength.
To hold it in place. And, you said that you were going to be kind of using your teleportation to kind of assist with that kind of darting back and forth there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Assuming
there-
that underwater is dim.
Well, yeah, absolutely. The idea, it's actually brighter underwater for some
Yeah.
reason. It's terrifying.
Wait.
So you're saying I
I-
could use my shield underwater?
I
Yeah,
thought I had
but-
water breathing. I don't.
Never mind, it's back to constitution.
Okay. And Kezia, were you just kind of playing with assisting them as well with kind of holding them up?
Yeah, I was just gonna cast Spider Climb, honestly.
Okay. You
That
guys
was it.
all the spells for this one. Okay, cool.
What would water walk help? Would that help? Because, but do they need to go below the water to get to the rudder, or okay?
Right,
So that probably. Go ahead.
Again?
The rudder would always be below water, correct?
There are parts of the rudder that you can access from above water, but a large part of the rudder will always be below water. Unless it's the type of rudder that you can pick up, which do exist, but 50-50 on that one.
I would assume that one is not on. I feel like a rudder that you could pick up and take out of the ship is not on a massive ship.
That's extremely fair, but I meant that you could retract upward. But I think that's a little high tech for this, so yeah.
I don't know what a rudder
I
is.
think it would be.
I know, right? Me too.
It's a flat board on the back of the ship.
Adam, ready for a lot of sailing
Yeah.
The
questions?
steering wheel does.
It's literally all the steering wheel does is turn the rudder.
Checks out. You know what? That makes sense. I guess just thought the boat went whatever direction it went in because that's how I do Breath of the Wild.
The steering wheel is just for funsies.
I honestly never thought about it.
Yeah. 85% of the rudder will always be underwater. The other 15% will be above.
Well,
Okay.
so my question is, would it be helpful if they could walk? Like, Adam, if you could walk on water, would that make repairing a rudder easier for you?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, then
Yeah.
then I do that.
From the mouth of babes.
I'll cast it on half the people repairing the rudder, so that half of them can be above and half of them can be below.
And then Byron is casting it on the other half that'll be below. Ode is teleporting to kind of facilitate like getting pieces, parts there, and kind of just holding shit in place. Kezia is casting Spider Climb for easier climb. Wow, you guys really fucking dominated this rudder.
Is there a
It's the first
is there a crow's feet of any kind, or like any smaller nest on the front mast?
Not since not since it was knocked over. No, the front mast is pretty much just the sail.
I did want to jump in and say I think in terms of things that we could help with, fixing something is I'm happy we're all coming together on that rather than produce wind. That was just very specific.
I actually don't have produce wind. I was trying to find that because that would be very helpful right now. But
so I feel like
make some
I
wind.
feel like producing wind. I have an idea for this, but
I had an idea too.
well, I feel like we need to figure out when the rudder gets fixed. I feel like just not having that's just pushing us in whatever direction the boat's currently facing.
Yeah, we need to fix the rudder first.
well, I'll say in the interim, while the rudder's being repaired, if we're ever like significantly drifting off course, like I'll just like be with Mava, and whenever she needs me to, I'll cast control water to veer us back on course, if that makes sense. So like, and I realize that's like that is the interim mitigation to not having the rudder, right? But hopefully that'll be enough to like sort of kind of keep us on track.
And I know, I also want to go in on this, Adam, since you know the most about sailing here. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. Would we be anchored right now to fix the rudder?
It would make life a lot easier to fix the rudder, but I don't know. Like, you can technically do it without being at anchor.
They're 100% gonna anchor this bee.
Uh-oh.
They might have considered not doing it after you guys came together with like 5 different magical solutions, because they're just simple sailors, but at that point the anchor's already dropped.
Well, hang on. I mean, if they can spider climb, then they can be moving. They can literally attach themselves to the boat, and the boat can be moving, and they'll just stick to the boat. You know?
Maybe we could like convince them to move and fix the rudder, and that's like what we do to make up time.
Hey, David, would you say that this... What's up?
I was just... You can do your thing, and then I'll cycle.
Hey, David, would you say this boat is bigger than, say, a big fuck-off whale?
I don't like this. I don't like this question, man.
Just answer the question.
Hold on a second.
Are you gonna fucking chariot this boat with a whale?
No, he's going to carry it on its back. That way they can also work off of its back.
This boat is slightly larger than a blue whale.
Damn it.
Well, hang
That's
on,
a
though.
big boat.
But we could totally make a rope, like a long ass rope, throw it in the water, in the shape of a U, and then you could become a whale, put the rope in your mouth, and tow it.
Yeah, no rope! No whale!
Note that I can only be a whale for 3 hours.
That's something?
That's 3 hours of you significantly increasing our speed every day. I think that's pretty substantial.
Actually, you know what? For each, like, government-mandated, like, 30-minute break, lunch break, and 30-minute break, Byron will turn into a whale and pull the boat whenever they're taking breaks from working on the ship.
Okay.
How long does it take for us to fix the rudder? Like, that's the real question here, though, too.
Between the teleporting, the spider climbing, the water walking, and the invincibility, I'm going to say that what would have been probably like a multi-hour job only ends up taking like 2 hours.
So we don't need to worry about this multiple days. We can just...
Like, I cannot stress how much you guys fucking obliterated that particular challenge. Holy fuck.
And also on top of that, at the end of the day, it's a rudder. It's like a plank of wood. There's not a whole lot.
Well, I feel like Byron can still keep pulling us in case that moves us faster than the wind, too.
Currently, you guys are still in the storm, so they don't have the sails up. So if Byron were, pulling as a whale, it would almost assuredly kind of gain you a bit of time.
Alright, Byron will go, alright. He'll take off his boots, jog, swan dive into the ocean, and it turned into a whale.
Wait, no, Byron, we didn't make the rope yet. Okay.
Byron, with
No, I
the
was making it right here.
Luckily, whales are relatively intelligent.
just zoom
Okay.
around, just
So,
doing donuts.
Now we need a really long.
Just try
so how much hempen rope does everyone have on the character sheets?
I think 50 feet.
And how much rope do we... I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I genuinely want to figure out as a party, how much rope do we think we need to
What
have?
about we ask like the sailors? Like, why don't
Oh,
we get Maeva?
yes.
involved in
Why don't we ask the maid about how much rope we need to tow the boat with by a whale?
In all fairness,
You
there's
would
probably a
know
lot of
that. She's
extra
from
rope.
Santa.
There's probably a lot of extra rope now because they probably had spare rope to go ahead and make sure that we had the big mast tied down and like various things associated with that. So like, there's no big mast. We don't need to worry about that rope that we need
Yeah,
to
and
apply
really,
to
how
that.
much rope did they use to tie up their dead crewmates? Probably not too much.
No.
Every
It's
time
actually
I
pretty
say it,
good
call it
about
rope instead of line, Adam loses a year off his life.
Come again?
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Now, we need to figure out where are the strongest parts of the ship.
There was damage to the hull, so you know.
You say we can't just ask the sailors.
Maeva, we need your help.
Yeah, what you need. Just as
Okay.
long as you're about towing a whale. Good lord, this ship isn't weighted for blue whale.
Oh, shit.
Look, can we tow? Can we consider how one might tow the ship with a whale?
This is not what I was expecting today.
You can always count on that with us.
Are you guys seeing the whales in the water?
Oh, Maeva speaking the voice of God.
Yeah, Maeva, do you think it's a good... I understand our friend just jumped into the water and turned into a whale. Is that anything?
I mean, I get the towing it, just... Hold on, do whales need air?
They're
Yes.
technically mammals, but they actually can hold their air for, I believe it's oh my gosh.
It's a very long time.
Yeah.
Like
I
40
just
minutes.
learned this. Let me look at my notes.
Also, if I'm towing
It's like
the
an
boat, I'm
hour or
going to be
something
near
like
the
that.
surface.
Spend 90 minutes hunting underwater before, and you only are doing it in hour increments. God damn it.
Sucker.
I want you guys to... I want 3 of you to make sleight of hand checks to see the strength of these ropes.
Food.
Oh, can I help?
3 of you.
Character sheet.
I'm one of them.
Can I whale song a bardic inspiration?
I'm sleight of handsing this.
Fucking me.
That is the strongest rope.
You just swear not for sure.
Rolling.
I'll remember
and
posting
then
that.
and then she keeps being like, Kezia, isn't it so valuable that I have some weaving abilities? I think it's making me really good at it. And Kezia's just like making like parachute grade rope.
We realized because he's like
You
an...
just made the Gordian knot.
Kezia's very good at this. This is her job, okay?
And then
Good
Morak
reference,
sees.
David.
Morak will see that there's a section that still needs to be tied, and he cracks his knuckles and is like, okay, I got this.
Please, natural one.
Oh god, it actually was.
At least it balances itself out.
And Morak picks up 2 ends of rope. Wait, I don't got this. Puts them down, walks away.
No. Morak
He
ties
shoves 2 ends of frayed rope together.
And he's like, what else is doing? And he's like watching Kezia, and he's like, yep, doing the same thing.
No, he ties the ends that are not supposed to be together, and so it's like, dude, what did you do?
He spends
It's
8
just a
hours
random
trying to tie the
hole.
little phrase together in knots.
Morak's makes are actually really good rope, but it's just a circle. So he ties it together and he just made a big hoop.
Takes you guys so long to deal with this from Morak. Not because it's not ready, but just because, Byron, you're out there waiting. After an hour passes, you're wondering why only 2 of the ropes are actually ready, and you get on board and you see Morak just like huddled in the corner like, why won't it work? Why won't it work?
At least it balances itself out.
He's just mashing two together.
Whenever Morak makes
He's
a
just
knot, he
slamming
then
them
tries
together.
to pull it taut to see if it's tight, and he just rips it apart each time.
Like, it balances itself out. Natural 20, natural 1, 32, and 2.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna have a... Oh, because you're the one who was in the middle, roll just a d20 to see if you succeed.
It's gonna show up as Morak, but this is me.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
God
wow.
damn.
The definition of like the fucking like one kid just rode the project to an A, but he contributed absolutely nothing to it.
Kazuya's 32 probably helps us out.
Yep.
Oh my god, Morak, what the hell were you doing here?
I gave it my all, coach.
They're like,
Just not
She's a leader, not a weaver.
Oh my god. Yeah, you guys with Byron towing several hours at a time are able to kind of start getting between the rudder being repaired in record time and this. You're honestly feeling pretty good about the timetable for this. You're making up like several hours at a time of what the journey would be. Again, when you guys are kind of off from sending Byron out to do his daily cardio, you're still slowed down owing to the fact that there is only one mast, and it is significantly smaller than what you are used to, but...
Oh, also, David, by the way, actually it's 4 hours, because I forgot that I now have a 5th level spell slot.
I hate you.
Yeah.
So it's
question,
5 hours at a time?
Hmm?
How many is it? 4 or 5 hours?
4 hours. Because
4
Polymorph
hours.
doesn't get affected by the high upper level
4
cast.
hours every day. Fuck.
In the time where Byron's taking his mandatory lunch break, Ode's gonna, in order to contribute to the win situation, gonna go to Auntie Neva and say, I know we haven't really talked much, and I'm so sorry about the loss you've experienced, and we're so grateful of your dedication to getting to port to help us, and I don't want to be rude when I ask this, but during that fight, you did a lot of really amazing moves where you used wind. Is that something you can do on like a daily basis?
Yeah, I guess I can. kind of weird. Kind of weird how I forgot about that.
Well,
You know what I mean?
distinguish
We've experienced so much, and that's why I didn't want to be rude, but it's like, I have this ability to teleport. I forget about it all the fucking time. So,
It's just
crazy.
a
You kind of internalize it after a point, but it's like, yeah, I can just do that whenever.
We just
Wait,
need
hold
Maeve
on.
to take a nice 8-hour nap, and then she can do it again.
That does remind me, we are going to have to settle up the matter of who's paying for that main mast.
absolutely. We probably won't have a lot of money right now, but want to make sure you get paid back because you have done so much for us.
You shouldn't have said that. Why did you say that? You just
No.
Hey,
You guys don't know what you just saved yourself from. Mary, great work. Great work. I'm going to just take off. You notice as you say that, the storm instantly begin to lighten and fade. Within moments of you saying that, the clouds begin to part. As you remember, this is a woman who worships the god of the sea and storms, and you would have just pissed her off royally.
I mean, Ode wants to pay her back, absolutely. Ode just knows that Byron said we have to buy an expensive diamond, just doesn't want to say, like, we'll give you our dead friend diamond money to pay you back.
Dead friend diamond money, the best kind of money. Funerals taken care of. Yeah, I would say currently with Byron acting as the towboat for 4 hours out of the day, and then kind of with Maeva. Hold on, I need to look at Maeva's character sheet to see how much she is actually doing.
Who's
I think
typing?
we have to, like,
Gust of wind, she can do
Yeah.
that.
second
times.
level and 2/3, 3/3.
3/3. It's
And
the
it's a
only one
second.
that's-
Oh, right.
It's a second level spell, so that should be 6 of them. Let me make sure. As for that, it's 1 minute. Okay.
So not like super long.
It's like
So-
1 minute of like really freaking good wind.
Yeah,
It's
but
still-
like you use that at the right time, and you like ride the momentum for a while after.
Yeah, she knows that. She's a sailor. You don't have to mansplain it to her.
Yeah, come on, Archuk.
Wow, toe whale was really something that got me. I'm blown away by it.
I'm impressed
Oh, well.
that Byron thought the question of, is a ship bigger than a whale?
Okay.
And-
So currently it is a 2.5-day journey. You got past that delay pretty quickly. There's still a massive delay for that. Sorry, I have to do rapid math right now. Wow, you guys really just fucking obliterated this. Wow. Okay, good for you.
Got you, homie.
I am going to just need. Okay, this is gonna be the last part because you guys kind of knocked this out of the water. I'm going to ask.
You mean blew it out of the water?
Yeah. Oh my God, the boat. No. I just want you guys to all make a just one.
Wait, we had one more idea to contribute to.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so once we get our good wind died down, once Byron's back in the ship after being a whale, being very tired from being a whale. See Morak just flipping through his book, thinking, scribbling. It's like, oh shit, this might work. And then he goes over to Auntie Mava and tells her what he's going to do, but I'm not going to tell her right now. And then, just for the scene, then he smacks his hands together, puts them on the ground, full metal alchemy style, and then makes a dust devil show up, which is just a big old monster.
No, it says it's a cube of air.
It's a big cube of air that just spins around. He's going to have it just like constantly be pushing the main sail.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute.
Twice a day.
Twice a day, and he's just gonna look around and be like, I did that. Look at like Mava might have acceleration, but I got velocity, baby.
I think okay. As Morak does that, just because it's funny, Zach will be like, "Oh, that's really cool. I'll do something similar," and then he'll use a 5th level spell to summon Celestial. And for an hour, the Celestial will push the boat from behind with a flying speed.
That's amazing.
I hate all of you. Do you know how much I had this stacked against you, and I just didn't take into account summons or polymorph? What the fuck?
Or the fact that Ode teleports.
You're right. Ode did teleport, and also Ode did stop the fucking storm from getting worse by not being greedy. Good work.
You see Morak see this happen, and then just start walking away, being like, fucking summon a god, but can't fucking punch the mushroom monster. Yes, God, fucking stupid. I got fucking wrecked by this dude. Summon a god is stupid. He's like swearing under his breath, all in Orchid.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have controlled water, so the fucking coral reef is really not an issue, huh? Yeah, you'll just use it for that, as you said. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Would you like to describe the coral reef, David?
It's a coral
Like
reef.
we're approaching it and we're like, oh, what do we do? It might wreck up the ship.
Yeah.
As you guys approach it, you're like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? You're gonna wreck the ship.
Then Zeka says, "Not on my watch," and shifts the boat slightly to the left.
Whoa!
Luckily, this coral reef was
What?
just an iceberg. And it's not like a reef that goes along the coast of something, so we could easily just go around it.
Yeah, but this is the only way.
Oh, okay.
I think during Byron's time off, his court mandatory lunch breaks, he'll just go around to the party and to the crew and be like, "Wait, do any of you guys know how to like woodwork and like know how to make little guys out of like wood or anything?"
Now, the ship's carpenter died during the attack, so we don't.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, we do have cards though. We're in the middle of a game of what did I call it? Of Salt and Steel. It just looks like Gwent. It's just ocean themed Gwent.
Nice.
From The Witcher.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just strictly Gwent. You see, it's top deck, lower deck, sea. It's strictly that.
It looks a lot like Gwent. I may hop in on the next round, but let me ask my party if they know how to make
Start
little.
dragging Byron to throw him overboard.
Sorry.
All right, hold on. Are you trying to play Gwent with or play Salt and Steel with the crew?
He does have proficiency in cards.
God damn you! God damn you! I can't win with this. How do you always have the answer?
Bard, baby.
Okay, I have a quick question before you get into this card game, though. So, when you're a whale, like whales, right? They burn like 50,000 calories a day, and they have to constantly be eating to replenish it.
Hey,
Does
see,
that like?
for the boat?
Does that translate when you transform back?
I love the idea that Byron has to come back, and like we like learn pretty quickly that we have to get Presley involved, and he just comes back to like a pile of like peanut butter on bread, like just like already peeled bananas.
They have about double the rations they need now, so you could probably gorge a bit.
Oh jeez.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I never loved peanut butter more in my life. I'm so fucking hungry.
Fucking amateur hour.
You still somehow managed to gain weight because peanut butter's so calorie dense.
Yeah, Byron's live figure now. He's got a little bit of a pudge.
Damn it. Even after burning all those calories.
You weren't the amount of peanut butter you've been consuming.
At least get some gains.
Oh man,
Like-
Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, the whale uses its tail to propel you, right? So all the gains
The
are in
tailbone
your
is
ass.
fucking is
I got a
salted as hell.
dong.
Just the
Yeah, we
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, you're dummy thick now, which means you have disadvantage on stealth.
but advantage on persuasion checks.
No, please.
Yes.
No.
Sorry, I feel like I add like a. I'm always like interjecting with my laughter because I enjoy our friends so much.
Oh yes, David, what does my 26 in cards get me?
You're a fucking card shark. You know that, Byron? You're a son of a bitch. You've played this game before. You have your own deck of it, and you're one of those really asshole decks where it's like, oh, I'm losing all in the first round. You want to know why? Because you just jacked up their first round, and then you had every card you could possibly want. You basically played it a mill deck, and you're an asshole for it.
Which is Carson's usual Steve
Yes.
anyway.
Yeah.
And what's frustrating is it is almost perfectly built. You're basically missing one card from it, and no one knows where that card is. It's a legendary drop.
Damn. I've just been really searching for this one card, but no matter how many packs I open, I just can't get it. Do you guys have it by chance? I'd be willing to trade like a few of my other cards.
Called off.
Alright, fair enough.
But yeah, as you fucking smoke the the sailors, I'm gonna roll to see if they lose morale from how much you fucking dominate them. No, they're actually pretty good sports about the whole thing. Alright, you got the crew back on board. Great. Every fucking challenge. Woo. Huh.